I don't even know if this is working right. I don't even know if you can hear me, but um, so I just printed this off the internet because I wanted to try something. And if anybody you play video games, this is one of my favorite games, I guess you could say. Even though this is BioShock 2, um, it was still an awesome game. Um, yeah, it was just still an awesome game. Can't say anything wrong with that. Even the Infinite was cool. The first one was definitely cool. Um, and I want to try to start something different. I got I guess, a 12-pack of colored pencils because you're supposed to be colors. It's supposed to calm me down and stuff. I don't know if coloring this kind of picture is supposed to calm me down because all this other stuff, fairy-looking thingies, whatever. I wanted something cool. At least cool in my book. You can't go wrong with a Bioshock theme coloring thing and a big sister of all things too, because she got a fucking big ass needle to stab you with. Awesome. And she jumps around all crazy. It has red, orange, yellow, green, sky blue, regular blue, purple, black, brown, and I don't know why there's white. This stuff's supposed to calm me down and stuff like this, but I'm doing it because I don't think you want to stare at this face. You want to stare at this, can you see that? This face, when I'm talking about random stuff. Because I just don't think that'd be fun. And, she's going to be some weird-ass random color, because it's supposed to be dark and moldy down there, and I only have brown. Yeah, I only have one color brown. So most likely, I'm not going to use the black. Maybe I should do purple. Purple? Or green? I don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, fine. This is yellow. See, yellow. Basically, I just wanted to start this because I wanted to have something for you guys to watch, because I don't think you'd want to just look at me and hear stuff come out of this mouth hole. People get in trouble for everything nowadays. You know, you could say hi to somebody around, people get in trouble. But what I wanted to, I don't have a pink, do a pink bow. That'd be fun. We'll do a red bow on this stuff down here. Yeah, I just wanted to actually have you guys look at something while I'm talking about random stuff, because what I wanted to start was a, I don't know if I want to call it a do you wonder, have you wondered, I've wondered, or I'm just weird, so I wonder about a lot of things. My mind tends to wander a lot, and I wonder about weird things. Like, for instance, have you wondered what it would be like to live in a world of your favorite video game? So say you want to play World of Warcraft, that was your favorite game, what would you be in there? Would you be like your regular merchant, salesperson, like NPC? You could be whatever you want, right? Or would you be one of those cocky people that'd be like, you know what, I'll be the badass motherfucking warrior ever and destroy people? When in reality, you're just a normal person that's afraid to go out of your bubble, that's afraid to do things. But magically, when you go in this world, you think you're that badass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I played World of Warcraft back in the day. I'm not really sure. I played it back when Burning Crusade was new, which was at the second expansion. I'm not even sure, to be honest. That's how long ago I played it, so it's whatever. But I'm just saying that's an example of, do you think you'd be that person? That'd be the most coolest person, strong person. Be a warrior. You'd be a regular people too, whatever you want. Or if that's the game you like to play, if that's your favorite game. Mine, there's honestly would be, well, it's a series of games, because there's the BioShock series, which you have 3 of right now. I think that's the only one they have. I don't think they're making any more. I don't know. But it'd be the 3. Gears is okay. Got into that. Yeah, I like survival horror games. So, like, the Resident Evils, I play Resident Evils all the time. There's that, and then so my favorite would be the Resident Evil series. Well, most of the Resident Evil series, to be honest. After they started changing it into, like, after 4, where they turned it into, like, a more action-packed, RPG, or not RPG, action-packed survival game. It kind of, 4 was awesome, But then like 5 and 6 kind of fell apart for me. Not a fan of that. I mean, it was still a cool game. And then, but so it would be the Resident Evil series, and then it would be Bioshock series. And then my other game would be like, I know it's bad to say. I'm gonna say it, and people like, what the fuck? You don't really like that game? I'm like, yeah. I played Final Fantasy. You know, and I'm talking about like Final Fantasy was pretty awesome. I liked that. I liked, technically Final Fantasy 2, which was Final Fantasy 4. Then you had 3, which was 6. 7 was okay. Not the best, but it was good. All the other ones were fine too. But I liked the story in Final Fantasy. I don't know why I'm calling these events yellow. Oh well, we'll just pretend there were glowy lights in it, so they're glowy. Yeah, see, that's how you make things up as you go, right? So I'd say my favorite between 7 was alright, but I was playing Final Fantasy. That wasn't my first Final Fantasy. A lot of people that think 7 is the best is because that was the first Final Fantasy they played. And that's being for real though. That's the first one they played, and it was the first one to go out. I want to say it was the first RPG out on the PlayStation at the time. And Sony advertised it a lot. See, I remember seeing that shit in the commercials, advertised all the time. So it's kind of like how. So back to which you want me to know. Those are the 3. So if I had to choose, it'd be between. I mean, I'll give you scenarios about 3 of them. I mean that well, I was going to sit here and get you and listen to me talk. This is what you're here for, right? First of all, I guarantee you, I know realistically, if I was, maybe, I would like to pretend to say I would be the hero if I was, in any of these games as the main person, but that ain't gonna happen. I mean, I would definitely, let's say if I was in Bioshock World, okay, the first one, hell no, I'm not gonna be the main character. He fights all these crazies. I'd be dead in real life. In real life, if I was in the Bioshock World and the underground water thingy they had, right, I legitimately would be one of the first people that died. Because I'd be like, what the hell is this crazy ass looking fucking clown wearing a fucking rabbit mask thing running around? I'll be the first one like, holy shit, motherfucking crazy. Then he'll come and beat me. Those crazy people come and attack me. Or it'll be that, or I'd be one of the crazy people. So, be one of the two. Be that, and then, so that'd be that entire world. Now, like the main character, right? You had to fight those, and each of them, and this one you had to fight the big sister. She would kick your fucking ass. You were a normal person, you would die. And even the big daddy, the one with the big drill thing on his arm, he would destroy anybody. Okay. Realistically, you're screwed if you saw one of those. And you'd be screwed if you saw one of these. So, yeah, I think I'll join one of those, I don't know if they were cults or whatever they were down there. They're gangs. Right, you know what? I'll join one of those gang people. Nope, okay, I'm just gonna use black on all the bolts. Yeah, I'd join one of their gangs and try to survive, but in real life, I'd be dead. I would be cool. I'd be like, yeah, I would be one of those bad guys. I would be with a good guy. I'm gonna be no good guy. You guys don't get nothing. You'd be screwed. Dude, it would have been better if I got more colors. I should have done more than just 12. I'm gonna have to redo this later. Oh well. It's more difficult than it looks. So if my bolts are black, I mean all the other bolt things, like this thing here, has to be black. Thingies. Or it could be gold. It could be the gold belt. She's unbling out. We'll do gold belt loops here. I'd be definitely one of those people would be like, because definitely I couldn't be the sole person fighting on this whole thing by myself. There's no way. I'm a tiny person. Somebody could look at me and flick me across the room. So, that ain't gonna happen. I'm being for real. And then, so, there's that. So, that was the Bioshock world. I can't do that. The Resident Evil world, depending on what Resident Evil would be, let's say, well, because I mean the first 3 Resident Evils, if you count 0 as, it's a prequel, I guess you call it, so, first 4, so it'd be 0, 1, 2, and 3, because there were specialized groups, and I would say if it was there, if it had to be one of the characters, I definitely wouldn't be like Jill Valentine, which she just, you know, destroys everybody. Then you have Wesker, which is the good guy, bad guy, because he was part of the Popo, would destroy everybody too. And then there's Chris. He destroys everybody. Then is no, I can't do that. Most likely, to be honest, I'll be like in Resident Evil 0. Even though she destroyed everybody, right, in Resident Evil 0, she's pretty strong. Because she's the main character, she has to be strong. Technically, I'd be more like Rebecca Chambers in Resident Evil 1, where she's just like, it doesn't really help out, but she's just there. Or in Resident Evil 2, you'd be like the little girl, Sherry? The little girl, after her dad got with the scientist guy. Yeah, you'd be like, you're there, you just help out a little bit, and that's it. Because in real life, dude, if some of those monsters came and attacked you, I'd be like, holy shit, I'm fucked. I mean, I'd like to pretend. If I had to pretend, I would pretend I would be like Chris. He was pretty cool. You know, then in Resident Evil 2, you had Claire. Well, she was awesome, too. And then, see, which that, because, you know, I think I'd been more like that. If I had been helpful, if I had to deal with it, I think I would. And do whatever I had to do to live. But I wouldn't be like Leon, who's all up in front, and Jill and Chris, who's all up in front, charging at these things. I'll be like, if you need me, come and help me. I'll help you, but you be doing most of that shit because it's fucking crazy. That would be me. Unless there was nobody else there to do it and had a group of people like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll man up and just go up there and try to do it. And if I failed, I failed. And I died. But I would at least try to do it. Put it that way. So yeah, that would be the first, like, what was that, 4 Resident Evils? You know, and maybe if I was strong enough in the first 3 Resident Evils, then in Resident Evil 4, if they suggested, like, hey, you're this special agent guy that's supposed to protect blah, 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 and go save the president's daughter and do all this stuff, oh, yeah, I could be that. But then that's the only choice you got, because you're only the main characters, only the main characters in that game. You don't really see any other characters, right? You know, I'm just coloring this whole thing brown, because I don't have many colors, but I'm going to try to make some darker ones later. And I mean, if you don't like it, comment you don't like it. Tells me how to do better, because I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, then it brings me to Final Fantasy. So, Final Fantasy. I'll be one of those people. I think I'll be one of the groups. I'll be one of those people in the group. Because they did good deeds. Their stuff. Like the first one was, well, in Final Fantasy 2, wasn't really, I guess you call them rebels? I don't know. They were one of the people that just end up saving the world for some reason. I don't know exactly. Because they're the one that screwed it up, taking those crystals and all that stuff, because the guy got corrupted, and he got cheated, and you were a Dark Knight, and you turned into White Knight, you do okay. Yeah, I could do that. Like I say, Final Fantasy, or 3, I would be part of the Rebellion group. If I wasn't part of the Rebellion group, let's say if I wasn't part of the Rebellion group, I would be Kafka, the crazy clown that had the magic and destroys the world. I mean, the 7 Sephiroth burned down that city, yeah, but you can't match the guy that legitimately blew the world up. He actually succeeded in destroying the world. Okay? And he was a crazy clown. And he had really awesome music, too. Hopefully, I mean, you guys can see that, right? I'm asking like you can answer me right now, but no. Yeah, I'd be the bad guy. You know, it's one of those things. You grow up and you wonder why. Yeah, I was reading. I mean, it's like when you're little, you want to be Superman, Batman, and all those things, or you know, maybe to protect people. And then you start to realize that when you get older, you think being the villain is better, which is true. And I think you realize that because it's like, eventually, you start realizing how people like doing the same thing over and over and over and over. And sometimes it's just fun to be crazy. You know, sometimes it's just fun to be like, you are crazy because of this. Because you follow the same thing all the time. You break out of your normal pattern. Break out of doing the same thing over and over again. Why do you like doing the same thing over again? To shop at the same place all the time. What color is that? It doesn't say. I think it's purple. Purple. Can we make all her wrapping things in purple? Yeah, it's always going to be in purple. We'll see how that turns out. So, that's what I think. Sometimes it's just, you do the same thing over, it gets mundane and stupid. Then you see how stupid people are that keep doing the same thing. Like, well, they get mad for over certain things all the time. Like okay, if you give a gift to somebody, right? You would think if you gave a gift to somebody and they had a price tag on it, that wouldn't be a good thing, right? You think you would take the price tag off, which makes sense, right? You wouldn't want to give a gift to somebody with the price on it. You don't want to make them think that you spent like this crayon box, right? Or colored pencils. I'm sorry. It was like $2. Let's pretend it was a big expensive one, a fancy one. It was like $20. You want to leave $20 stick on there? You just take it off. I'm like, they think you spent like $3 on it, but whatever. It's just the idea of the gift, because they like it. Just stuff like that. But why would you want to leave the price on there? And and sometimes if you take the prices off, if you don't have a pair of scissors, you just kind of tear it off, right? You take the tear it, so it looks like a little rip. But you took the price off, and I think everybody understands that little tear is going to be like the price point where they took off, no big deal. But then there's some people that just flip out. So they flipped out. Like, I'm not talking about, I'm like, really, I just tore it off. It's just like a little tear, like a legit, that's it, flipped out. I'm like, okay, like, do you really want people to think you have that much money? Is that really, like, what was it, keeping up with the Joneses? Is that the saying? Or something like that, whatever. It's basically keeping up with your neighbors, saying that you're fucking rich and shit, and you have the same stuff. Does that really matter? And then you talk to somebody and treat them like shit, like, because of that. I'm like, okay. Like, I don't think you understand the concept of gift giving. And, I don't give gifts that much either, but when I do, I try to make it, like, something they'll use and something personal. Something like, I'm not going to go, I try not to go generic gift card, where you could just use anywhere. But if you do, I'll go, at least try to figure out if they like that Pacific restaurant. If they like a Pacific restaurant, get you one there. At least you can treat yourself or something like that. Overall, I try to avoid the gift card. I think it's just, I wouldn't get mad at somebody if it's just weird that I think they wanted to keep the price tag on. And it didn't say anything to me, and kind of automatic, everybody takes the price tag off, right? Does that look good? Here. Yeah, it looks okay in the video. And it's sad. It's not like the first time this happened to me. It's happened to me multiple times because I took the price off. So there's like at least 5 or 6 people out there that think it's okay, or believe that when you give a gift, you leave the price on there. Because do people really care that much of their prices? And they could look it up themselves, but I don't think they care. Because to me, it's the idea behind the gifts. I went out of my way to get you a gift. That should be good enough. I don't need to leave the price on it to make you feel guilty that I spent X, Y, Z money on you. What kind of person are you to do that? Some weird one? I say that now, but then there's people out there that are like, well, we do that because, I don't know, you just do it. I don't know. The reasoning behind it. But somebody's going to have a reason behind it. And if you do, that's cool. But I want to know what the reason behind it is, though. Yeah, that's, are you trying to show off how much money you have? These gifts with the price tags on it, so they can see how much you spent on it. But okay, back to the game world. Right? So if you were in a game world, would you be able to? Me, personally, I don't think depending on what game it was, if it was like a Final Fantasy game, I would be a mage. I'd be one of those magic people, because I think magic is awesome. And it's funny, my little brother makes fun of me. Every role-playing game or anything like that, I've always chosen the Wizard Magic, Diablo, Wizard, Diablo 3, Wizard, Witch Doctor. I played the other ones, they're alright, but they're just not as cool. And I always thought magic stuff was fun. Yeah, I would be, that's a few things. Final Fantasy World, I'd be a mage if I was part of the Rebellion group. But if I was a bad guy group, I'd be part of it. I'll be some kind of magic user in the bad guy group. Now, I wouldn't be like the fucking healing people. Okay, even though healing people are useful in every situation, but I'd be non-healing. I'd be the one doing the damage stuff. That much of a healer, I guess you call it. They are strong. Like, if you if you group with people and you're a healer, you do that. That's cool, right? And if it was a choice with no magic, let's say if you were sword art, you had no choice. So, but I mean, I don't know if I'd a venture. Hope that I have my own shop, because I think I would have my own shop. I'd be, making shit, weapons and stuff for people. That's what I would be doing too. So I'd be a blacksmith. That's what it is. I'd be a blacksmith just because that's the only choice he's got. I mean, you could be a cook. I can't cook. I mean, I could try. I could pretend I know how, which is pretty awesome because you have to pretend to do a lot of things, right? I think that's what everybody is. Pretending they're good at something, if somebody finds out that they're not, then you're like, well, I was just learning how to do it. And eventually, I wonder if I like doing this. I'll eventually go out and buy one of those real adult coloring books or coloring books for non-children. Would be awesome. Because that stuff looks really tedious and there's so much stuff going on. It was like, I didn't want to do it for my first time around. Because you'd be like, what the heck are they doing? I'll be confusing myself. Too many things going on in there. So, while I was looking at some, they look pretty awesome. If you have any recommendations to get some, because I don't really do this stuff often, I thought I'd do one subject per drawing, but it looks like I could do multiple subjects on one drawing. Or not drawing, coloring, put it that way. Because I guess it's a lot to do. So you can do more in one session, because I have to end this soon, because I have to get ready and go pretend to go to work. Actually, I really have to go to work. I don't have to pretend anything. But I'm going to have to stop and then bring that one. Then I got this one just in case if I didn't like the other one, but this one's kind of weird too. Is this some witch hunting thing or something, I don't know, I found online. I thought that was kind of cool. But this is cool as well. Okay. So would definitely be glad if I could be the savior of the world when I become in the game like that, but in reality, most likely not. I guess. But then again, it's just what you're saying now. So we could pretend that I could be like those people. So I could be like the main character, and destroy people and do what I need to do, right? Yeah, but at least I'm kind of realistic with it because I have a friend that's I have weird friends. I talk to them. They're like, all right, so you would like the stuff if you could actually do it in real life. If I could be in the world, I'll be in like the Call of Duty stuff because I could run around with like your 50 cal and like no scope snipe somebody from across the map. I'm like, are you stupid? Are you stupid? In real life, that shit ain't gonna happen. In real life, if you could walk around with all the equipment they have in that game, so even all the guns and everything, and with the big gun, and run around as fast as they do, you would be Superman. It'd be unrealistic. And to actually hold it up and shoot somebody while you're running and stopping to shoot somebody and headshot them from that far away with no scoping, not possible. So at least my stuff is realistic with it. But, yeah, that's it. If you're not going to be realistic with it, and you could be, I guess you could be one of those type of people, but I'm like, come on now. Come on. Too much confidence in yourself. And then, unrealistic. You can be realistic with it. That's unrealistic. Which that's whatever. That's what you want. That's what you want. That's what you think. Yeah, that's what you think. That's good. You do you. Is that what people say? I think I have to make the bolts darker if I'm this here. I had this thing. My whole brother and I. He thought I was crazy because we know when the Powerball, you can win $1 billion, right? And it's like, would you give up $1 billion to have one of the powers, like, was it the cartoon Avatar, Last Airbender? Would you give up the $1 billion to have one of the powers? Hell yeah, I would. Like the water's alright. The water's cool because you could cut through everything, whatever, and you could actually be a super bad guy with it. You could bend people's bloods and stuff. Only if you're strong. So I don't know if I would be considered strong if I went to that, but that'd be cool. We'll pretend I'll be considered strong. That's cool to bend people's bloods and stuff. And you can heal people. I'm only whatever. I'd rather be. So you could be air, but if you want air, that's cool too. You fly and do all your cool stuff. I was like, why not just be like the Fire Nation and be fire? Oops. whenever you notice. So, okay, hopefully this is the wrapping I switched to color brown, and that should have been purple because this is brown. Oh well, we'll make that gold. She's blinging. Yeah, why not be like the Fire Nation and do the fire stuff? You know what I mean? Fire, you survive out in the wilderness by yourself. You get the fire, keep yourself warm and shit, and then you cook stuff with it if you need to. You can defend yourself, and you can shoot fireballs. Awesome. But yeah, I'd be like the fire person, and I'd be like, you know what? If I could do that, I'll go contact the government. Be like, hey, geez, you need to talk to the president. And they're like, why? It's like, because I could do this and shoot fire out. So I want to help out the government. Because I know you're going to try to spy on me anyways. Come on. You had something like that in your country, you think they're not going to spy on you? So you might as well be like, hey, I'll work for you. Give me $1 billion. Give me some money. I'll do this. I'll help you out. You got some baddies you want to get rid of? That's cool with me too. I'll get rid of them. You know, I just want to be on your side. You know what I mean? I want you to be on my side, put it that way. If they don't want that, that's fine with me too. But if I decide not to do that, we'll just go out. I'll go out and fine. So, I'll go to a big city and then find a gang and annihilate the gang and become the gang leader and make money that way. Then you can protect people once you annihilate all the bad gangs. Then you have your own gang there. Then you can talk to the local government and you can pretend to be a good guy because you annihilated all the bad guys and help out the city. So you're actually a good person. You just take out all the baddies. Yeah, you're actually a good person, so that's good. Not like you're doing bad things. Well, you are technically doing bad things, but for a good reason. Does that count? As doing bad things? If you're doing them for a good reason? I would use my powers to do good guy things. Like, I'll destroy all the gangs out there and get rid of all my rival gangs so I could be strong and have my own things. I'd be like, yeah, right? That was good. Then I'll make the city safe. They just have to pay me. So we good, right? Because I don't think anybody would want to go in there. I don't think anybody would want to mess with you in the city if you were like, look, if you did this and you broke the rules here, I'd burn the living shit out of you. Like, and burn people. I think people will get the point that, look, we'd rather be pretty good. I would think so. If I walked around and saw people being like all lit on fire and people burning because they broke the rules, I'd be like, yeah, it's better not steal. Instead of going to jail, I'm gonna be burnt to shit. I mean, that makes perfect sense, right? This has to be brown too. Like this. Blue. That's what I would do. I would be that one guy that would be like, look, whoever becomes president, pay me $1 billion and I'll make sure all your shit's good. If not, go somewhere. Right. I'm making this thing orange because I need more color. And one brown in between here. Random extra strap comes from here, I think. This one. Golden belt. Goes into this thing that should be light brown. Got dots in here, make it yellow. And then, since I need a different color, we'll do these blue. Her bolts and stuff are going to be tinted blue. So, I like when you're coloring things and you start seeing stuff that you missed. Because all the white tends to blend into each other. And do all that other stuff. So yeah, so I didn't think this out very well, but I was thinking I could do this pretty fast, and I'd have a lot more to talk about, but apparently I don't. So now it's good that I know how to time myself better. Because this is what, really an hour long. I'll have to speed some of this stuff up. does that look? Not bad, huh, for not knowing what you're doing. Definitely no idea what I was doing. I'm definitely gonna have to figure this shit out a little bit more better. Pretty much that's it. Peace. I don't even know how you're supposed to end this. Whatever, there's the finished drawing. So, that's your, if you play Bioshock, that should be your big sister from Bioshock 2. Which is pretty awesome. That's actually was a pretty good game. And I got a remastered version of that, so I get to play it again soon. And hopefully this might be my next one. But I might do something different. I might color and do this and talk about my dreams as well. Because, let's see, where is it? Here. I've been keeping a dream journal. And I got a lot of stuffs in there, as you can see. It's about half, a little bit more than half. So, I could do that, because apparently I had to buy a mic for my car, because my car is too loud for me to talk, because this thing does not catch my voice that well. Hopefully you can hear me quiet enough for you to hear me. We'll find out.